when we start a diet, specifically for fat loss, we start making some changes, right? So we start decreasing the amount of calories we're consuming. You know, maybe we add in some cardio and we make some quick progress. We're seeing the scale going down. We're seeing some noticeable changes. And then, you know, one day eventually, you know, maybe that's 2 weeks in, a month in, 2 months in, however long that may be, you come to this point where you start to see a stall, right? And when you come to a stall, there's usually a couple of things that you can do. But before we get into those, let's talk about what actually is the stall. Like, why did I stop losing weight or dropping fat, you know, when I was just losing it, you know, eating the same amount of calories and such? So basically, what is happening is a metabolic adaptation. I always ruin that word. That's probably the best I've ever said it. It's metabolic adaptation. This basically just means that your body has now adjusted to this new lifestyle. It's adjusted to the amount of calories you're eating now. It's adjusted to the cardio. Basically, it made changes within itself to prepare itself to be able to handle the workload that it's doing without losing weight, because our bodies naturally don't really want to lose weight. It wants to hold on to the energy that we have. Because again, calories are basically just energy, and it wants to hold on to this energy, the stored fat that it has, to be able to survive. So what can we do? Usually there's two main things that we do when we come to a stall. We either further decrease our calories or we increase cardio, right? Those are usually the main two things that we do, the two most adjustable things that we can do, all right? But you don't always want to do that. Those are not the two best things to do all the time, depending on your situation, your specific lifestyle, what you do on a day-to-day basis. There's something else that we can do, which is really beneficial. This has helped me tremendously with my just overall journey of fat loss. And it's something that we all do just naturally, but when you really focus on consciously making an effort to do it, it can create dramatic results when it comes to your fat loss. And what is this? This is called n.e.a.t, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Fancy name for just saying the amount or the extra calories that we're burning outside of the gym, right? The extra calories burning on a daily basis when we're not purposely exercising. Here's the definition that I wrote: the additional calories burned through activities outside of the gym. When we make this a little bit more tangible, when we got on our first call, if you remember, what was one of the things that I asked? What do you do for work? And why is this an important question? Because we have different lifestyles. Depending on what you do for work determines your level of activity throughout the day. You know, if you have a desk job, and let's just say you're a computer programmer, or you know, you do paperwork or something like that, you're pretty sedentary. So you're probably not burning that many calories right sitting there, compared to someone that's a mail carrier, that's moving around all day on their feet. Those people that are on, you know, constantly on the move throughout the day for their job, for work, they're burning a lot more calories than the person that's sitting, you know, throughout the day. So in order for us to take a look at and to take advantage of what we said in the beginning, which was how do we overcome a stall? You know, maybe you've decreased your calories and you know, still not seeing the changes you want, or you start doing more cardio, you're still not seeing the changes. Take advantage of the rest of the 15 hours that you're awake, right? Because we're only in the gym for maybe about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours max. Outside of that 1 to 2 hours that you're in the gym, you have another 15 hours that you're awake, when you're probably 6 to 8 that you're sleeping, right? So take advantage of that long period of time where you're awake to burn more calories throughout the day. Intentionally focus on the things that you can do on a daily basis to get more activities in. That's going to cause you to burn more calories. Something I always do is anytime that I go out to go to the grocery store, whatever that may be, I always park to the back of the lot, always. And this is just another way to get those steps in, because those steps make a huge difference. It may seem like a, you know, little small thing right now, but doing it throughout the day and over the course of, you know, a week, over the course of, you know, a couple of months, over the course of a year, will add up tremendously and really help you stay active, you know, and help with that, like I said, speed up that process of fat loss. So I'm currently on my way to the Jewel, and as you can see, it's all the way over there. So I'm all the way to the back. And I'm gonna just go ahead and walk on over here. Let me tell you a little story of how I started being more aware of this. Back in, maybe it was 2017. I believe it was 2017, might have been 2018. After I was staying in Dallas, I moved to Arlington, Texas for like a month and a half or so before I came back up to Chicago. And at that time, for that month and a half, I didn't have a car. I would literally walk to the library every single day. And the library was about 2 miles. And this is actually around the time when I was creating the body rebuild. I already shot it, I just need to put all the videos together and all those things. Yo, what up? So I'm out here going for my morning walk, my coconut oil coffee. I just want to give a quick congratulations and a thank you to everybody that joined the Body Rebuild Challenge for the launch day yesterday. It was a ton of you all. I haven't even been able to count all the registrations. And I just started noticing on a daily basis, walking there 2 miles, walking back to the house 2 miles, I was losing a lot of weight. I was just noticing it was just falling off. I'm like, man, like I'm still eating the same calories, you know, I'm still doing the same type of workouts. Like, why am I losing so much more weight? Then after that, I went and got a bike, just so I could be a little bit more efficient, because I felt like spending, you know, I don't know how long it was taking me, but spending the extra time walking back and forth to the library, I could have been using that time to work. So I went and bought a bike so I can still get my activity in, still get my exercise in. And I noticed that the weight loss just kept coming even quicker, because although I was walking every day for about 2 to 3 weeks, I started taking a bike, and that changed up that tempo. You know, I could pedal a little faster, move a little faster, and then switch it up. So my body wasn't adapted to that state of, you know, taking a bike. And then I would do the same thing. I would go to the grocery store and come back and walk back. You know, just do whatever it was, because, you know, obviously I could take a lift, but, you know, if I can get into activity throughout the day, why not take advantage of that? This is when I was getting really lean. I was just like, man, like this NEAT stuff really, really works, you know? Because we think of it like, yeah, I know, yeah, obviously I can walk more, I can do little things, you know, to burn more calories, but what does it really mean? Is it really gonna help me with my goals? Yes, like seriously, like this is one of the most effective things that you can do on a daily basis to get those long-term results. Like literally every single day, all we have is that time that we put into that day. So when you create great habits for that specific day, that translates to the next day and the next day and the next week and next month. And, you know, for the full duration of the year. Think about all the extra calories that you can be burning by applying this. So let's break this down. Again, this means non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, all right? So all of the movements, all the things that you're doing throughout the day when you're not actually exercising. So to sum this up in short, all I'm saying is move more, right? Move more throughout the day. Any little thing that you can do to get more activity in through the day, do it. So when you're at work, let's say you go up and down the, you know, the stairs, there's multiple floors. Stop taking the elevator. Take the stairs. That's simple. Make that little adjustment throughout your day. If you work for yourself, or if you work for a job and you were at a, you know, a desk, try to get a standing desk. Order a standing desk. They're roughly, I don't know, maybe 50, 75 bucks, you know, really pretty affordable for the results that you can get with them. When you go on your break, walk around, you know, don't just sit and have your lunch and chill and, you know, go on social media. Literally just use that time to walk around. Even if you're playing with your phone, walk around. Take the dog for a walk. Go out for multiple walks throughout the day with your dog. Or if you don't have a dog, just go for a walk yourself. Go walk yourself, why not? Next, while you're watching TV, walk in place. Why? Because for one, that'll cause you to watch less TV, which will get you more active doing other things. And two, why just sit there and waste that opportunity to, you know, when you can be using that time to burn more calories, especially if you're trying to lose fat. If you're trying to actively lose fat and this is something that you really want to do, you should be using every opportunity to take advantage of burning more calories. Walk to the store. Like I said, this is something that I did. Something that I do now still. We don't stay that far from Whole Foods, so I'll leave the apartment, go walk across the street to the store. And I can easily go downstairs and, you know, take the car, but why not take advantage of that opportunity to burn some more calories, right? Ride your bike to work, right? Maybe you can't do this in the wintertime, but you know, it's getting a little bit more warm. Literally just start, not like you gotta do it every day. Pick 1 to 2 days a week. Ride your bike to work or to the store, wherever you gotta go. Just try to figure out how you can burn more calories by the things that you would do normally by doing them more manually, right? As opposed to taking the car, walk to the store, ride your bike to the store. This one is big. This one I think everybody should be doing, which is parking towards the back of the parking lot. When you're going to the grocery store, multiple reasons. If you go to the grocery store and you're like me, every time I leave out, at least I used to, because you know I don't have this problem anymore, but every time I used to leave out the grocery store, I never remember where I parked. It was like somebody else parked the car for me and I gotta go look for it. I never used to remember where I parked. So what I do now, which actually fixed this problem when I didn't really realize it. If you think about it, nobody parks to the back of the parking lot. Nobody. So for one, you don't have to worry about other cars around you. You don't have to worry about figuring out where you parked in the front, looking through all the different rows. All you know is you're going straight to the back every single time, right? And those little extra calories, by taking those multiple steps, are gonna help with this whole process. So definitely take advantage of that one. Clean the house, straighten things up, wash the dishes, because all the little activities that we're doing, actually right now, just by default, like me talking to you all, me using my hands, being expressive, me blinking, my mouth going back and forth, standing, moving around, all the little fidgeting tasks that we do on a day-to-day basis causes us to burn calories because we're using energy to do this. Like, this requires energy. Our body needs to take the stored energy that we have to be able to perform these little random tasks that we're doing right now, right? So take advantage of this. Now that you understand this, start making some goals. Track your steps. Make some active step goals that you can do, that you can apply on a daily basis. Try to get 10,000 steps a day. You don't have to start today. Start with a smaller goal. Say, okay, well, I want to hit 1,000 today. When you hit that 1,000, move it up to 1,500. Move it up to 2,000 if that's too easy for you. If that's too easy, 5,000. Whatever it is, just try to do more than what you did the day before. It's that simple. This is one of the most effective ways, if you actually take what I'm saying and apply it, that you can change the full scope of your fat loss. Like, you don't even have to adjust your calories. Maybe like I said, you just need to take advantage of burning more calories throughout the day. This will make a tremendous difference in your physique, the way that your body adapts to the level of activities that you're performing, and you get more of less. Because our goal when it comes to calorie consumption is to eat the most amount of calories that we can while still losing weight. That's always the goal. You want to eat the most amount of calories that you can while still losing weight. As long as you're in a deficit, that's what matters most, but you don't have to be in a crazy deficit. That way you can sustain your deficit a little bit longer. You want to be in a gradual deficit so you can continue to lose weight while also eating the most amount of calories so you can stay full. And then that's when it goes into the other things, such as eating, low calorie dense foods, or foods that contain high volume, a lot, for low calories, minimal calories, which is another video we'll get into soon. So take advantage of this. Take advantage of NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Remember that. If you have any questions about this, please drop them down below and I will definitely answer them for y'all. All right.